Hi.
Hey,
We see
what's
you.
going on?
We see Jeremy. Jeremy coming out right out of the gate with the boo shot.
Jeremy with the hat.
I think technically that counts because
Okay.
the show is supposed to start at 8:05, even though we didn't technically start the show at 8:05.
I guess.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Is this the first week that the four of us have been back on all at the same time in like a month?
Yes.
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 That is bonkers.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Wait, am I the only one that's been on every week though?
You're the constant.
you're the constant. Yeah.
Where's my vacation?
Next week.
Yeah.
Would it,
Where
would it-
is your vacation, G?
Well,
Huh. Funny you
Hmm.
say that.
if you'll
Where
bear
is-
if you'll bear with me, I'll get ready for my vacation.
Where is
Oh,
your
no.
vacation?
What are you doing?
Well,
Ooh, is
She's
she
getting ready for
spicy?
vacation.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
What the hell is going on?
For free?
I know. What the
And
heck?
listen,
Oh.
For free?
listen. For those of you who can't afford to go to Hito, you get to see me naked for the rest of the show.
But are you really naked?
I don't know. Does it look like I am?
I mean, it does.
God.
But,
And there's no nips. Sorry. Everyone's got to avert their eyes.
no nips. Oh,
Anyway, welcome to the Hito pre-Hito show.
Is that what it is?
Oh wait, viewership just quadrupled in the last 2 minutes. Oh, Amy in the house. Russ is in the car. Russ, why are you driving and watching the show?
Yeah. What is that all about? I mean, you were just here. What do you mean you're already driving?
Hi,
Exactly.
Zoe.
Hey, Zoe.
What's going on, Zoe?
Hello.
Hello, Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
Hello. Hello. Everyone's coming in.
Hello? Question mark.
Hello,
An inquisitive hello.
Hello.
Keith.
Hello.
Keith, we got a big job coming up for you here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's taking me to see your horses.
What?
I want to come.
Keith
Me too.
What happened?
has horses. They're so
What?
pretty. Yeah, they're even on somewhere. But yeah, they have horses.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me the horses are somewhere?
They're
I mean,
Keith
they're
has
maintaining
horses.
privacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keith has horses.
Okay.
Zoe's like, I like this look. Well, Zoe, you could have spent a week with me in Hito. I'll be there all next week.
Oh my God. I'm still laughing from what your statement was earlier today.
What was his statement?
Yeah. Mary Lou,
So
I'll let you
have
know next week.
You have access to a horse. Okay,
Well,
I have zero access
we
to
were
a horse.
we were we were talking about Hito, and that it's next week that we're going,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how it came about, but somehow G had this notion that you had to be naked 24/7.
So, all right. So we have to provide a little context here.
You do, because I was like, what?
I've never been to Hito.
True.
And everything I've ever heard about Hito, these are the stories. This is how I hear them. So, like, Hito has a nude and a prude side, right?
Right.
And of course, we have to stay on the nude side, but I'm not super entirely comfortable being naked all the time. But I figured when in Rome, do as the Romans. So
Right.
every story I've ever heard about going from the prude side to the nude side is that when you walk over to the nude side, they literally make you undress. And I thought that was like really bonkers. But I'm like, wow, that's how militant they are about like you got to be naked on the nude side.
Right.
So literally, like from the moment I agreed to do this trip till this afternoon, or maybe even this, no, it was this afternoon.
This afternoon, yes.
I thought like the moment you step foot, like there's a line, right? Like this is the prude side and this is the nude side. And when you get to the nude side, clothes have to come off. And I just thought, man, except for, of course, when you buy the food, right? Just like at our place.
Right.
But apparently it's just at the pool.
Right.
So here's me thinking, like, I got to walk around butt ass naked the whole time. Like, you come out your front door, like, hello, sunshine, here I am. Like, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, well, that wasn't it. So I'm having this conversation with him, and all of a sudden I'm like, it dawned on me, wait a minute. He thinks we have to be naked all the time. And I'm like, no, baby. Like, when you go to dinner, you have to be in, casual attire, fully dressed, And he's like, well,
just like at the store, no shirt, no shoes, no service.
right. And he's like, yeah, but, like, when you're over on the, on the prude side, you can have clothes on. And when you walk over to the other side, the nude side, you have to be naked. And I'm like, no, only in the pool. He's like, so like people just aren't like walking around naked all the time. Like, I mean, you can if you want, but it's mandatory at the pool. And he's like, oh, so I don't have to be.
You know what's actually really not fair about that entire
What?
situation? So being naked at the pool really is a challenge for some gentlemen, namely growers, who, you get into the cold water, things just don't appear as they normally are in the fun way.
Objects in the mirror may appear smaller than it.
Well, okay. I will give you the mindset here that remember when you're like in the pool and you're looking down at your feet and there's ripples going, everything looks disproportionate anyway because
Okay, but when it doesn't, the moment you get out of the pool.
Well, that's when you have your towel
your little
right there.
Moto.
Yeah.
So first of all, I am not like zipping out of the pool and grabbing a towel and wrapping it around me. I'm just saying I'm going to be fine with whatever it is. I just don't think it's fair. So.
Oh, geez.
That's all I'm saying. I just
when you're
listen. What am I doing? I'm complaining. That's all. I'm just complaining.
Your anxiety is getting the best of you, is what it is.
Amy's like, that's everyone. No, it's not. And I've got a picture of your penis drawn right up there to prove that that's not the case.
I didn't know that was a self-portrait.
Yes. Oh, they can't see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me angle that up a little bit.
Well, you still can't see it, but it's
right there.
Oh yeah, now you can.
That. See, that's a penis.
Okay, you can bring the camera down.
Wait.
Hey, Kilroy.
It's just some nose.
The camera
It's so like short. Like,
oh,
how's that? Better?
Hi, Amity. Hi, Jeremy.
the cricket. It's in this room.
Is it? Did it follow you?
It's in this room.
We got to get Buddy. We got to get Buddy to come kill it.
No, Buddy.
I have my windows
Buddy
open.
did.
You might be able to hear my crickets too.
Yeah, Buddy plays with them. It was Callan who would like eat them and beat them up and whatever. He played with them. But.
There was one time I was coming in and Buddy was downstairs and a spotted lanternfly got out, so I like picked it up and put it in front of Buddy to see what they would do. And Buddy was like just staring at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They were
creepy as fuck.
Like,
Like it was like right here, right? And Buddy's just like
yeah.
not even touching it. I'm like, Buddy, you're supposed to be our guard dog. What are you doing?
Yeah, she does her night patrols at a club. The kitty.
So I don't remember exactly when this happened, but it was very recently.
Yeah.
I think it was last week because you were in bed sleeping, you weren't feeling well, and Buddy comes running upstairs and they have something in their mouth, and of course I'm like freaking out. I'm thinking like it's a mouse or something because it wasn't like she was running around with it, so that's what alerted me to this wasn't just like a toy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a quarter of a burger that obviously was from downstairs somewhere that got lost.
Oh my.
Oh no, there was the time that she brought a meatball up. Remember?
Yeah, Buddy goes shopping. Buddy's like, "Let me downstairs. I'm going shopping."
If you've ever dropped a piece of food and we didn't find it,
Yeah.
you guys found it.
Yeah, Buddy finds it.
Yeah. She's like, look, there's a meatball.
Just like a dog.
She is. She's like the sex club cat, security cat. She like walks around and like, what's going on? Looks
Zoe,
out the window.
Did your your second phone appointment? Did it hear the cat?
I don't know. I was just like, you might hear.
What?
You might hear it. You might hear it. Oh, bless you.
Ooh, bless you.
But I was like, yeah, you might hear our office cat in the back. And Buddy's just here like, yelling. I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, Buddy doesn't want to come into the office because everybody's in the office.
I don't think I've ever heard Buddy just like meow. It's always like
She yells at you.
she holds the notes. Let me just tell you that. Shawty has the lungs of Mariah Carey. She holds the notes.
Yeah, she yells at you.
Like
Oh, yeah.
minimum 5-second note time.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. She's funny like that.
Uh-huh.
You're like, Buddy, how you doing?
Yep.
I don't even understand how
She tries
it's
to get
such
it all out in one sentence.
I don't understand
Yeah.
how like
Let me tell you how I am, motherfucker.
especially like
Yeah.
a small cat has so much lung capacity. It's insane.
She's all lungs and fur.
She definitely is a little character.
She was a little porker there for a long time too.
She was.
She looked like a watermelon with little toothpick legs.
Yeah, then you put her on we put her on the feeding,
Yeah,
the self feeder.
yeah. I'm on the self feeder too. That doesn't work out too well most of the time.
Well, yours is different. You like self feed
Yes,
all the
That is-
time.
that is the downfall. That is the bane of my existence. I can literally eat whenever I want.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh my god. So back to Hito.
Excuse me.
What are you
I'm sorry.
thinking about it? Like, this whole trip is the first entire bi-week event takeover. So
Hi, Jade.
it's the first
Hi, Jane.
time they're actually doing a full bi takeover, which I think is great.
I'm really. So I was talking to a friend of ours this morning, Beth
Mhm.
Darling. Some of you guys have heard us talk about her,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking a little bit about that, like some of my anxieties about going, and one of them was about being naked.
You mean they didn't correct you either?
No, I actually. We had a really great conversation and talked through some things today. The things that I was just sort of. So it's hard to. Okay, I'm going to explain it probably the way most people would understand it best.
Okay.
That have been to the body shop before. It's like your first time coming to the body shop. You're super nervous. Like I'm having those same feelings going to Hito because, you know, while it is a semi-work trip, and I'm sure we're going to talk business and stuff like that, like this is 6 days. Like I'm not working an event. Like when we go to Naughty, we're working the event. We're usually doing something down there. It's almost, you know, exclusively business related.
Right.
This is 20% business related,
Mhm.
and 80% more for just to be there and be there in Hito. So there's like this anxiety about I've had to work virtually every weekend for 20 years in this space, and now I'm going to be a participant in the space. So
Well, and it's a whole different thing, though, too. You know,
yeah, there's going to be members from the body shop there
right?
also. So which is actually really nice. It'll be nice to be able to chat with people in a different environment. Albeit it is going to be weird standing there naked talking to them, but
When it's usually them talking to us naked.
Not the 80-20, Marty. Not the 80-20.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, what?
So yeah, so here's what's funny is I really have all but given up drinking altogether, and of course, part of the allure to Hito is that it's all inclusive. So
Mhm.
I will definitely not be getting my fill of liquor this next week, but
Yeah.
I did hear though if you have a medical card, you can definitely re-up your prescription at the resort.
Oh, nice.
Really?
I'm just saying that's what I heard. So if you bring your medical
your
marijuana card, you can definitely re-up your prescription.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That is.
Ian's like, oh, maybe I'll go.
I mean, what do you? I'm putting it on the company card. I don't carry around Hito money in my back pocket here.
You and me both. You and me both. Let's just say that Tom's trips and the people that are going from the body shop really helped pay for Mary Lou and I to go. It didn't pay for the entire trip, but it definitely helped. So we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. That's interesting to hear because 10 years ago, 12 years ago was the last time I was at Hito.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally like you got out of customs and you walked outside of the airport and it was like and before they could say the word I'm good, I'm set, I'm fine. At the resort, as soon as you would walk out of the gated area, it's like, it's just
A gauntlet of drugs.
Well, no, it's just like it's less greenery.
Gauntlet of drugs.
When I was there was nothing built around it outside of the other resorts. So when you walked out, it was just a street and a rural street, and it was like, as soon as you walked out of the gate, it was like literally like in the movies, like someone kept popping out from behind a tree, like you want some, you got some, you want and now. Here we are 12 years later, and it's like, oh, yeah, we got our own dispensary right here. Come on in.
Yes. Yes. Hey, listen, it's, I'm relatively new to the 420 scene.
420 scene.
That said, I think it's high. I think it's high time they, this just decriminalize the weed,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
yeah, it's just another thing that has to be destigmatized and blah blah blah. It's just like what we do, and people constantly looking at us and trying to judge and pass shame in our direction, and it's kind of like everyone has sex. People have sex. You got here because someone had sex. Yeah.
I always
Newsflash! I bet you I know who it was.
Yeah.
I always thought it was so funny, like when people either say or like be offended if someone doesn't tell them, they're trying to get pregnant or like, they're trying. Like, oh yeah, me and my husband are trying. You just told me that's the equivalent of telling me, yeah, my husband cream pies in me every night. I'm getting cream pied right now.
Jeez, laugh.
I am like,
Like when people say they're trying for a baby, all they're saying is that they're getting cream pied.
Yeah.
People tell their parents that.
Like that's insane. That's
But,
insane.
Yes, but
Okay.
it's the, it's
Cream
the
pied.
so
cleaned up
if I
version
say I
of
want to
I'm
get
having
pregnant, that
sex.
means I
And
want to get cream pied.
Yes.
If you say, right, if I say I'm trying for a baby,
Mhm.
that means I'm getting cream pied. That's what that means.
I'm trying for a baby.
You're getting cream pied. Unless you're like, because like even then, like you could maybe use the argument of like, oh, okay, maybe like IVF or maybe they have a surrogate, which
Yeah.
like fair. But most of the time, people in those specific instances would either say, I'm going through IVF, I want to have a baby, or they
Uh-huh.
say, my surrogate is trying to have a kid. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No one just says I'm trying for a baby without meaning that they're getting cream pied on the regular.
Okay, what the heck is this, Nick? What if they are fishing when they say it and they're hoping to catch a stray baby?
Do you
True.
find a lot of babies when you're fishing, Nick?
Or are you
I
just
want to know what kind
talking
of
about
fishing
that?
trip Nick is going on. That
I know.
let alone alive ones.
Well, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, or are you just saying like, you might inadvertently catch some sperm coming in your direction?
All the time. I haven't seen a colony of stray babies.
Nick's trying to get impregnated while fishing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, and I was looking at Amy's comment from earlier. It says that I better get some D.
Mm-hmm.
80% drink, drugs, and D's.
Well, there's lots of vitamin D down there right now. It's like 89. Well, when I checked the temperature today in Jamaica, it
Mhm.
was 9:30 in the morning and it was already 83 degrees.
Oof.
So you're going to want to be nude. I mean, it's inevitable.
And drink water.
And drink lots of
I
water.
think I should have got my hair cut shorter.
Sunscreen.
That's
So
what ponytails.
So I don't look like Farquaad.
Sorry. La, 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 la. Oh my god. So, have you like looked into any of the stuff that there is to do in Hito?
Me?
Yeah.
No. What's funny is I was talking to friends of ours on Saturday night, and they were asking if we were on the app, and I'm like, the app? They're like, yeah, the Tom's Trips app. There's a bunch of people on there. You can talk and you can do this and this and that. And I'm like, no. And then they're like, are you dressing up for the themes? And I was like, no.
Try for a baby at Hito.
I'm
Not
sorry
this
that
one.
sorry, I'm just talking to a behind the scenes guest that doesn't want on camera.
Oh.
Y'all
Is
know
it
who I'm
the
talking.
person who shall not be named?
Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking.
I do. Butt babies. I've heard this asked before,
Yes.
but if you're a swallower, does that also make you a cannibal?
It depends on who you ask. You ask someone who's pro-life or pro-choice.
Whoa. We're not going there.
Yeah. Let me
Well, it
matrix
makes you
out of
a
that one.
Oh.
Amity says it makes you a daycare.
In the butt, or if you swallow? Because Amy said butt babies, and I'm assuming that's when you get cream pied for Zoe.
You guys.
cream pie.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I'm just curious, which is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Emily said swallow.
well, I think actually they're probably right because it would be daycare because they're probably only going to last less than a day in the belly.
My favorite Doja Cat line is, "I done swallowed his kids and spit the class out." Do with that what you will. I think that's a very fire line.
Yeah, G's like from what? What
Swallowed
song is
his.
that from?
So Amy says it's been 3 weeks. That's terrible.
I wanna. I wanna eat
Um,
them kids up.
I want to
That's a
eat
Drake song.
you up.
At least they got educated along the way.
You know, it was a wild episode of Magic School Bus when they went inside of the body. Like they went past the asshole.
Oh, and Arnold.
They went in the butthole?
They did. There was an episode where they like shrunk down and like were inside someone, and they were
that
like,
was
and
a
here's the
TV
anus.
show.
Well, I know the show. I just don't remember the butthole series.
Well, I don't remember that in Magic School Bus, but I do remember like the movie where they were like in a submarine that was going through someone's bloodstream and they had to get out. It was weird. It was a 70s movie.
Well, I'm going to say hi to Anal Lashian or whatever their screen name is.
Annulation.
And what?
Annulation.
Annulation. Hey, listen. I barely graduated high school. Please.
I mean, I think it is.
I saw A-N and I immediately and you and I thought anal.
Anal.
Actually, I looked over to read that, and I thought it was Amy. I'm like, what is Amy saying good evening for again? Oh my god! So everyone now wants to know what's the Dojo Cat verse.
Oh, the Doja Cat verse.
Yeah.
When she says, "I done swallowed his kids and spit the class out." Swallowed his kids, spit the class out. Could be about gang banging. That being said, her new song, her new song, Agora Hills.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's misspelled from like the actual Agora Hills, but it's a song that's actually about fucking in public.
Mm-hmm.
Agoraphilia.
Do you know that's called dogging in the UK?
Yeah.
Dog. I know what raw dogging is.
No, dogging. It's a thing. It's when you go to public places and have sex with people.
I've had sex.
Like random people or like a planned person?
It could be either one. Yes, both.
I've had sex in some pretty public places.
Well, this is like outside, like they do it outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the British slang for the practice of carrying out or watching sexual activities in semi-secluded locations, such as a park, car parks, parking lots, often arranged via email or text messages.
I lost my virginity in a parking lot.
I lost my virginity on my deck.
Not the big deck
not
here.
the big deck. Not the big deck. Not this one.
Oh my god.
I just thought about something that I don't know if you want to share on live, but I just thought of a different story about you, G, that you told me many moons ago.
Ooh, you'll need to bring that up on the chat.
Meredith's like, spill the tea privately.
So, Zoe Licious, you were asking about the Doja Cat verse. It's from the song Demons. That's the title of the song.
I got a couple of stories from there. But be more specific.
Oh yeah. A monument.
So I hear.
Yeah.
So I hear.
So, for those of you watching, if you've been to Put in Bay before, you've likely seen Perry's Monument, You may have even gone inside of it
And up to the top.
and up to the top. You can actually go up. I think it's a tour, right?
Yeah.
Picture that in your mind, and then it being 10 o'clock at night, and I'm in the doorway producing my firstborn son.
You mean at Perry's Victory
Producing,
Monument?
chefing it up in the kitchen with your firstborn child.
I was,
You were
and
chefing up.
if my either one of my children happen to watch this ever, I sincerely apologize for you having to hear that, but that is the truth. Your my oldest is has a monument. He was conceived at a monument. I think that's monumental.
Oh my god.
Stop.
You brought it up. What do you mean stop?
I mean, it's just funny. I just stop with the monumental joke.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, you could leave it there.
Well, I don't know. Some of the other staff there seem to put him on a pedestal.
Oh, so it's the firstborn that's the hot son, according to Cheryl.
Yes, it is.
Whoa! Did you name him Moni? Oh my god.
No, he is actually my namesake. He is Gelsomino Jr.
He's just junior. He's not like the third. The eighth.
We call him Joe. His nickname is Joe.
Yeah.
Because when you say our first name, Gelsomino, most people for the first time hear Joe, like my first name being Joe, last name Samino. So
Yeah.
my great grandfather's name was Gelsomino, and everyone called him Joe because they just thought his name was Joe Samino. He was right off the boat Italian.
So you got a you got a hard on at Perry's Monument?
Yep, right in that little doorway, right there at the bottom.
Oh, down here, not up there.
No. It was first of all, it was closed. It was pouring down rain, like
It was
raining
in the rain.
And we went into this little, I mean, it couldn't have been deeper than 2 feet, maybe 3 feet, like enough just to get out of the rain.
Uh-huh.
And we ended up doing it dirty in the doorway.
In the dirty.
Getting it on in the rain.
In the little hallway there.
Yes.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very special story. Now my youngest son, don't have a clue. Like,
okay.
neither. I was very young. Let's just
yes.
I was very young. Actually, here's what's crazy now that I'm thinking about it. So, legal drinking age in Ohio is now. This is. I don't think I can get in trouble for this anymore, so I think I can say this now. I think the statute of limitations is done. Where did Jack go?
Now, keep talking.
And don't ask questions while I'm talking. Damn it!
I wasn't asking you. So.
Anyway.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Nick said someone called the cops.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. First of all, here's what's crazy.
Okay.
This was 4th of July weekend, 1992. And the reason I remember that is I wasn't quite 21 yet. I turned 21 August 21st. So
Okay.
I was in Put-in-Bay, illegally drinking with a fake ID, getting my then girlfriend barely girlfriend. Um,
Plowed?
I wasn't going to say that. I was
Going
just
in there
going to say,
raw and going in there deep.
yeah, listen, drinking and sex, not
But
usually a
that,
great combination, which is why it's so important to make sure when you're at the body shop, you're not intoxicated. You make bad decisions when you're intoxicated.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Someone,
So,
I was on the phone with someone, an applicant today, and they were like, "What's it like from your experience? You know, you said you've been working there for 3 years. What's it like from your end, from your end?" And I was like, "They're like, what's a negative experience?" And I was like, "Well, my negative experience and your negative experience are going to be woefully different because I work here." And I was like, "But don't get really blackout drunk the first night you come here. Like, scream in your car if you have anxiety, like I did. Don't get
oh my
blackout
God, you
drunk."
did.
I did. First time I ever came here, I was sitting in my car with my roommate at the time. And I said, let's get all of our anxiety out right now. And we just screamed as loud as we could for as long as we can in the car until we were like, all right,
we're good now.
I think
Huh?
we got a control of our emotions now.
What?
We got it out of our system. We yelled
Oh,
out our
God.
anxieties.
So what gave you the most anxiety? Like in that moment, like right before you screened, what were you feeling anxious about?
Hmm. Well, I mean, this was just my first taste of kind of anything pertaining to alt sex or the lifestyle because at the time when I was when I
Younger.
became a member, I was younger than what I currently am, obviously. But so like it was my first time just experiencing anything like that. I think I would have had just the same amount of anxiety if I was walking into a vanilla bar, but then let alone, I wasn't too anxious about like the environment though. I was more anxious about the people and interacting in that space since I had already been here for the Russ photo shoot.
It's different when you're coming in and it's daytime and you're seeing what's going on versus
Oh yeah.
the nighttime
It was
actual
definitely
club setting, you know?
it was definitely nice though to like be able to have be able to get comfortable in the environment first and then attend my first event and
Mm-hmm.
like get comfortable with the people already having like knowing my plate way around the club in to some regard
Yeah.
or extent. um I don't think we were doing tours at that time because I didn't get a tour.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were hit and miss.
we were,
Mm.
We've come a long way.
there was something. What a homie though. He taught me everything I knew when I first started. What a guy.
Yeah.
So Amy asked a question: what if I just go to get hammered and not play? I think the answer to that would be probably find somewhere else to go get hammered. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, places like the Body Shop. It's we want people to drink and have a good time, and if the goal is really just to get completely obliterated, then that's something that you probably should do somewhere else because doing that in this environment creates lots of complications, even if you're not in the play area.
Right.
There are people that are, experiencing or having an experience in other areas of the bar, and their expectation is that everybody there is to, be able to consent. And
Right.
if the perception is that we just allow people to walk around, sloppy drunk, then we're potentially being unsafe, and therefore maybe they don't want to come back. So, um, you know, I certainly have been in situations where I shouldn't have been drunk, and was, i.e., Perry's Monument, July 4th weekend, 1992. Um,
Mm-hmm.
no regrets. I love my children. I have two beautiful grandchildren also. So, nothing I say is with regret. All I'm saying is it's not always the case. Sometimes there are terrible regrets after,
Mm-hmm.
being involved in situations when you're drinking. So,
Yeah.
or completely stoned out of your mind, or or anything else recreationally people use, to enhance sex. And I know that,
Like
but
Molly and such.
yeah, Molly, stuff like that. I mean, I'm not oblivious to the fact that people do it and have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our goal is to make sure as many people go home in the same condition as when they left or showed up.
Yeah.
So only with a bigger smile on their face.
Ah. So Zoelicious says, my first time I sat in my car and had to psych myself up to even open the car door. It was also my first time going out in public as a woman, and I was scared out of my mind. Well,
Yeah.
look at you've come so far
Yeah.
since then. Think about it. I mean, wow.
And that's a good point, Mary Lou. And I think people get hung up on like where people are currently in their journeys,
Mm-hmm.
meaning like they may see Mary Lou and I and see like two people that have a wealth of experience in this and all this knowledge or whatever. And that may be true to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I'm an expert or that I know everything. Um, we're always still learning.
Mm-hmm.
We're always still evolving. So even if it's your very first time and you feel like this is going to be so overwhelming because I don't know anything about this, everybody started at that same spot.
Yep.
Every single person that you see that's at the club or online or whatever, they started at that same spot. So we all start somewhere. You just got to take the first step.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And how many first times did you before you?
3.
Hey, kitty, kitty.
Oh, Teddy's in the house.
This
Uh-oh.
one's Fuzzy Cutie.
Viewership's going to triple right now.
Oh my god.
The AI is going to see kitten.
Wait a minute. Is that Teddy?
No, that's the other one. That's Lily named her Fuzzy Cutie.
Fuzzy cutie.
Yeah, she can also be a Fuzzy Feisty.
So their nickname can be FQ.
And FC.
FC.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
You know who else's nickname could be FQ?
Whoa.
No, I don't.
Melissa says, you learn something new constantly. I enjoy it. It's my safe space. I enjoy knowing I'm going home safe and sound.
Awesome.
What's really nice, I've heard and overheard people talk about, coming to the club and some of the reasons why they come to the club.
Right.
And honestly, none of them have anything to do with actually having sex.
I
They
know.
all have to do with feeling like they're at a place where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
In the community.
The
Right.
community. That's the big thing.
Right.
Is everyone's kind of like, wow.
Mhm.
Some people, have the greatest luck coming into the club and finding these friendships, these lifelong friendships where they introduce, their families and their kids to each other, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just part of being in tune with the community.
I actually remember the very first time Amy came to the club.
I do too.
That's the sort of impression Amy left on me the first time I saw them. I never spoke to them their first time at the club.
Mhm.
Not because I didn't, want to or whatever, but I was being respectful of their space and all that. And I hope I can say this because I think Amy's said this out loud publicly also, but Amy sometimes wears and I think in the picture that they're wearing right now, they wore a long, like dreads.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it just looked really, first of all, very imposing, like drastic, but it was also very like highly erotic and beautiful all at the same time. And I was, do you remember Harry and Amy?
Yes.
So Harry would sit at the corner of the bar, and Harry and I are both looking down there, and I said, are you looking at this? Well, we didn't know Amy's name at the time, but were you looking at Amy? And he's like, oh yeah. And I said, oh yeah, she's fine. But what I found out was Amy said that they would wear those dreads out because people's impression was it gave that like don't fuck with me vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of really did. So they like purposefully wore those or wear those out, I guess. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, don't fuck with me. So
It's their, yeah. I'm a hardcore. Don't fuck with me. This is what I'm about. Kind of
mm-hmm.
look, which is awesome though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, I remember the first time they perused the club because it was they were getting all the attention. Everyone was kind of like, "Damn, who's that?"
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. Definitely memorable.
To be truthful, I think that Amy is responsible large in part for why we have such a vibrant trans community.
Mm-hmm.
They've talked the club up so much and how wonderful it is and what wonderful experiences they've had.
Right.
And I genuinely appreciate that. I think that that's when people can speak about your place like that without any actual immediate reward other than knowing saying those things are going to bring like to the space, I think is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amy says that's why it's been her home bar for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Well, and we love you for that. Thank you.
Yep.
Love you, Amy.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to make your debut. Part 2.
Oh.
Amy's debut. It'll come. It'll come soon enough.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's large in part where some it's I'm well aware that many of my brethren and sisters in the same industry are not as open to trans people as the body shop is. And I totally get that. It's fear of the unknown, fear of, what if I do this and I lose business because, I'm letting weird people in or whatever their thoughts are surrounding that. I can tell you that it's one of the best things we ever did.
Mm-hmm.
And not just for financial reasons, I mean, we do have bills to pay and it doesn't come cheap. Nor does Mary Lou or anybody here. So, we of course we want to make money, but we're really rich in a vibrant community of people.
Yeah.
And I think that's large in part because of the trans community.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think, you really have to go back to our days in Canton. Because that's when we started.
That is where it started.
Transitioning the club into not just being that
heteronormative.
Heteronormative. But yeah, we started doing drag shows and remember when we did that big BDSM warehouse party?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh,
Kinky warehouse, we called it.
Kinky warehouse. We had 20 X frames.
Oh no, it was like 30.
Was it?
Oh, it was 8,000 square foot of just warehouse space, and we had like 30 X frames, and there were spanking benches, and there was I think 50 some pieces of equipment.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's Brian from Bonds of Steel up in Cleveland. I don't know if he's still doing it. I reached out a couple of times a couple of years and have not heard back. But he's one of those people that when he puts something together, it's put together very well.
Yeah.
So
we that's when we started kind of venturing, past what our normal club was back then. It's
Mhm.
just kind of, I guess, in our own way, like you have always noted that the club in itself uh, came from your own thoughts of what a club should be like or would be like,
Mhm.
and of, out of your own necessities to kind of branch out, back then 20 years ago. And then, when I came in and in the scene in the Canton Club, it was kind of like, okay, we need to change some things up to what I was used to. And going to drag shows and, being more a part of the LGBT community was my thing. And that kind of like little by little just kind of meshed in with the club. And we'd do an event here and an event there. And, with the Kinky Warehouse, that was, like you said, a huge, huge event. Um, and over the years, we've just grown more and more, bigger and bigger, and have become more inclusive of just everything and everyone around us, as it should be. You know?
I mean, large in part, that's due to the people that work here now,
Mm-hmm.
with Zoe and Sherilyn and Anne. They've really helped, at least for me, shift my perspective on certain aspects and how we operate and how things are handled and that. And I appreciate having those perspectives. Not everybody gets to work in that environment, and I
Mm-hmm.
genuinely appreciate it. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
and because we have such a wide range of ages, also, and I think representative of really our core group of members. If you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say how old Mary Lou is, but I'll speak for myself. I'm 52, and Zoe is, am I allowed to say 22.
22.
Yeah, I didn't
Yep.
know if I was allowed to say. I mean, you know, you've got Sherilyn, who's in
37.
37, and who's whatever age they
41.
41. You know,
54.
yeah. So we have a fair representation of age groups, shapes, sizes. uh, you know, I mean, I think that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes to show that age doesn't matter.
And my literal best friend and current roommate I met through here is very much older than me.
Right. I
Whether they
so
want to say their age or not.
I mean this in the most respectful way. So I think that your situation is the modern day version of the show Three's Company. I think, listen, there's a huge opportunity. You want to, there, stream that shit.
True. Listen, we made jokes that like maybe we'll just start like a voyeur OnlyFans and make it like Big Brother.
Hmm.
We can invite people over and then like nominate them out.
Yeah, watch us in our daily life. Look at me, I'm
Oh,
washing the
The
dishes.
island has decided.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
awesome.
If you get a following, you never have to pick what's for dinner. You can just ask the audience all the time.
Exactly.
Can we do that, please?
Oh my god.
So,
But yeah,
Pick
my
it what to
daughter,
eat.
my daughter really likes those spinner wheels that you can like make your own. So I made one with dinner choices. So next time she's like, I don't know what I want. I'm like, well, spin the wheel. It'll tell us what you're having.
Yep.
Ooh, we should do that, Mary Lou.
Works great.
The spin a wheel.
Yeah, we'll just make our own.
I missed the spinning wheel is fun. What was the didn't we wasn't there like a dice one that we had on Chatterbait? Am I tripping when I say that? There was like a
No, we
dice.
had the spin the wheel.
Yeah, we had a wheel.
We had the spin the wheel. We did have the dice. The dice game. Yeah.
That's the
They're
sound of
coming
the
for
police.
us.
They're literally coming for you, G. Someone
I
call the
know,
cops.
put some
Like,
clothes
Drake's
on.
I'm
underage.
sorry. I'm really close to the road.
No, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
They heard G was
I hear
drinking
the
underage
PD.
in
Yeah.
Ohio. They
Yeah,
said,
there's probably some weird statute of limitations. Like when I go to Ohio in 2 weeks, I'm gonna get arrested at the border. Like, we've been waiting for you, sir.
got a hit out on your
We're going
license.
after your offspring next. Oh, yeah. I think the spinner wheel. We're gonna resurrect that motherfucker and bring it upstairs. What do you want for dinner? There it is. No, I don't want that. Nope, that's not how we play the game.
It's not how we play the
No,
game.
you can give her the best of 3, you know.
Oh no, because that
But then if
causes
she
arguments.
doesn't pick out of the 3,
Well,
you
that's
do.
well, that's the thing though. When you ask them, you spin it, and even if it lands on something they don't want, and they're like, I don't really want that. You say, well, what were you hoping it would land on? And there's your answer.
Yep.
So you get one shot.
You get one shot.
Wait a minute. There's a guy that did this TikTok where he's like, when your wife is undecisive or your partner is undecisive about what they want for dinner, as soon as you pick them up, just in the car, be like, hey, hun, guess where we're going to dinner?
And the first thing
And the first thing they say is what they actually want.
yeah, that doesn't work on a people pleaser.
No, it's not.
People pleaser be like, I don't know where.
Where? What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to guess. Tell me. No, you have to guess.
Yeah.
And then you sit in the car for another 20 minutes going, God damn it, will you guess?
Yeah. So Amy says that an Aleutian is anal lotion. So I'm sorry. It's anal lotion from now on.
What?
Anal lotion says, freeze. We heard all about your monumental moments, buddy. You're coming with us.
Oh my God.
If you only knew how close you are to that. Oh, I've had a sordid past. What do you got there, though?
Oh,
Disinfected.
this
wipe.
one's Teddy.
Oh,
Teddy.
Okay.
Teddy and Buddy looks like they should get together. And go
I
bowling.
know.
Oh,
Except
no.
for Teddy's got that white spot.
So
You
I
think they're all kinds of
realized,
white.
no, Buddy absolutely wants nothing to do with any other animal or cat, and I know this for 2 reasons. And didn't Buddy swat at you?
Yeah, she swatted at me before.
Yeah, because they smell Anne's
Oh,
cat.
Yeah.
Even though Anne, pets Buddy and loves on Buddy or whatever, but in that moment, Buddy's like, "Fuck you."
You
Here's
traitor
the other
bitch.
crazy part. There was a little dog up the road,
Oh, yeah.
up at the corner when we go for a walk, and I was out there playing with him, whatever, and I come back, and here comes Buddy running up to me. Buddy starts smelling me, and that cat's fur went like, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What is going on right now?" And then I realized Buddy smelled the dog. So
Yeah.
yeah. Any hopes of having a play partner for Buddy, other than one that doesn't move?
Well, I mean, it would have to be like a kitten for her to, yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I think we need like a really old cat that just wants to lay around and like doesn't want to fuck with anybody and doesn't want to be fucked with. Like that Buddy would be cool with that cat.
Okay, but that's Buddy.
Right. We just need to find another Buddy. Exactly.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's pretty much Teddy. He is not a fan of the little cat. He just puts up with her jumping on his face and biting his ass. And
Yeah, Buddy doesn't even put up with that. Like when Callan
just
would
sits
attack
there.
Buddy, Buddy would scream bloody murder.
No, he just jumps up onto like a shelf or something so she can't get to him.
Nah.
So we're coming up on 1 hour here.
I know.
We
How
are.
about-
30 seconds.
And you still haven't said what you're looking forward to about Hito. It's your first time.
Fluffy Cutie's
Honestly,
going crazy.
Heading
in
to
the background.
Hito.
the thing I'm looking forward to most in Hito
Uh-huh.
is hanging out, being with people that are of similar like mind,
Yeah.
and just being able to have open and frank conversations, let my guard down, strip away the club owner mentality, and just be me and go with the flow and let whatever's going to happen happen,
Good.
and not fight it, not fight myself.
Oh, so Melissa is asking, what's the countdown on the tickets left for Halloween?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I have been updating it on a pretty regular basis.
Yes.
We had a couple of tickets dumped back in. Some people that were looking for credits that can't make it. So yesterday, I can tell you right now, it's already moved.
Uh-oh.
It was 48. It is down to 46. I'm going to update that right now.
Ooh.
Did we
46
already
tickets.
account for all our diamond members?
That is, yes, that's it. This is how many actual spots are left, not
Wow.
not tickets, but spots. So, 40, what did I say it was? 40,
46.
46. So that means that's what, 23 couples? 23 couples. There's 23 couples spots left. That's if no more singles buy tickets, which by the way is what we sold. We just sold two.
Not bad.
So
Yep.
anyway, thanks for asking. Thanks for
Yes.
we should make that a weekly thing. Although I don't think we're going to make it to another week or two before this sells out.
I know.
Like
It's
No.
guess what the number is? 0.
ah.
Hi, Jason.
Nikki, I will say it's the
Mhm.
busiest event of the year. Best is really the eye of the
Yeah.
beholder. So
Yeah, that's subjective.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of huge crowds personally.
Mhm.
I love it from a business perspective, but
Which is odd. Hey.
yes, um, yeah. So,
Mhm.
but yeah. So, what do we have coming up this weekend? Really quick.
Cocktoberfest.
Yes. Wow, I like how Mary Lou jumped right over Deviancy, right into Cocktoberfest.
We got a new piece of equipment to
Oh
entertain.
yeah.
Yeah,
We did.
can I pull it up?
Sure.
Go
Can you?
ahead.
So this
I can physically go get it.
No.
no.
Although it was designed by our very talented Sherlyn.
Yes, why am I not
Assembled by me.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it here, folks.
Talk about girl power.
You listen, you guys have literally helped shift my perspective on many things.
That girl power.
Yeah, you guys are pretty fucking incredible.
Dun, dun.
You make me look good. Thank you. You make me look like I got my shit together.
So,
Someone said
do you
I
have a
should be
picture of
paid
it?
for doing my job today. I mean Monday.
I can't find a picture
I'm
of
still
it.
so shocked by that.
What? I'm sorry, Joe. What did you say?
No, I said when someone said I should do my job as a job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do this as a job.
So
Sure,
I,
what do you
I
think I do?
so when I open up my other browser window, the body shop page pops up, and I'm literally looking at Nikki 21 doing something.
Yes.
And
Hold
I'll
up.
just say he's not helicoptering.
Mickey 21 is the GOAT. Honestly underrated underdog.
I agree.
Always has good vibes. So respectful.
Mm-hmm.
What a person.
Yep. Listen, I would go so far as to say, aside from the walking around naked, but the fact that he does walk around naked and he doesn't bother anybody, I think just suggests
We're
how
talking about Nate.
I love Nikki.
I love Nikki. Well, go check out Nikki on the news feed right now because he's put up quite the interesting video because we do now have video on
Oh yeah.
our website. We can
Nikki's
upload
great.
up to 2 minutes of video. Yay!
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
know what Nikki drinks, and it's Crown Royal.
What's up, Kyle?
Nikki for president 2024.
Nikki
Yes.
for president. Nikki
Yeah.
drinks Crown Royal on the rocks, and he likes when I give him the special rocks cup instead of the normal push cup.
Oh, nice.
He's like, I like coming to you, Zoe, because you give me this cup.
Nikki, I was startled.
All right. Well, now I need to go see what everybody's looking at.
slowly,
Oh
slowly,
my
the viewership of our live stream dwindles down to 0.
I know. It's like, what? Everyone's got to go look.
Nikki.
Yes.
Everyone drop.
Wait, could this be one of those reaction moments?
Everyone drop a comment on Nikki's post too.
No, we won't do that tonight.
Yeah, we were talking about you.
Anyway.
Nikki's great. I love Nikki.
Agreed.
He's so fun.
Unfortunately, I cannot find a picture that I took earlier of the portable glory hole that is now in the former Champagne room. The room formerly known as Champagne.
The room where it happened.
Formerly known as.
Yes. So
Formerly.
if you do want to see a picture of it, it is on the news feed.
Oh, is it now? Yay.
Did we say hi to Kyle? Sorry.
Excuse me. I should, you know what? Should I post a picture of it on the Cocktoberfest event?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You got those skills.
We have a graphic designer that says that they're going to handle that right now. That is how much we look like we have our shit together. Like,
Way to take charge, Sherilyn. Love it.
yes, we want decisions made. Let's just do it.
Oh, Nikki's asking what happened to the champagne room.
And would you like to discuss that since you are the club's GM?
Sure. So, we took the champagne room and sort of rearranged it and made it, instead of being a rentable space, it is accessible to the members at every event. There will be select events where we need to repurpose it for the moments, but those will be few and far in between.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like a group room, per se. It's got 2 king beds. It's got some couches. It can be expanded to have a lot more bed space than you see at any given moment. So.
Yes, just
and it has our new toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, though, it's still a playroom, so no open containers or talking.
Or phones.
You can't bust a nut listening to someone talk about federal taxes.
Or mowing their lawn.
Unless you are the tax person.
Yeah.
Violate my 8th Amendment rights.
You know, it's hard to bust a nut, and it's not sexy to hear someone talk about the horse that they had in 4th grade or how they were almost captain of the football team.
Or that their mother-in-law is in town and they really don't particularly care for them.
Or their genuine, trials and traumas.
Things not to talk about while you're in the group room. Hashtag things not to talk about. Can we start that on the newsfeed? Hashtag things not to talk about.
Are they going to unlock hashtags for us?
No, yeah, it's unlocked.
Yeah.
It's working.
Ooh, nice.
It's up and running. Hashtag the fuck out of the newsfeed, please.
Hashtag newsfeed.
There you go.
Look at us being all fancy funny. Anyway. All right, so we've already gone over 8 minutes with true shenanigans right there. So let's get right down to business. If you have watched this live stream for the first time and you are interested in attending the Body Shop, you must apply to become a member. You can do so by visiting bodyshoppittsburgh.com. That will redirect you to bodyshopclubs.com, but I think we're going to change that. Making that announcement on the air just so people know, and everybody else. Hit the apply now button. You're going to be walked through an application. Now, I'm just saying this because we talked about it tonight.
Yeah.
If you do need help with your application, there's a little button that says "Want help with your application?" Click that button. You can schedule a phone appointment with one of our lovely staff who will actually work with you to build your application. It still will be you. It'll be your application, but they will help you walk through the process because it can be intimidating for some people. So, and how's that been working out, Zoe, so far?
Good, good. Everyone I've talked to, we've gotten into a state of them being approved all within like quick succession.
Okay.
Okay, good. I mean, that was actually Anne's idea to do that, right?
I mean, it was a collective thing. I think we're really good about snowballing concepts around and building on it until we have a testable product.
Well, I'm going to give credit where credit's due because I was way overcomplicating the process, and Anne comes like traipsing in. She's like, "Well, why don't you just do this and this and that and call it a day?" And I'm like, and I had nothing. I was just like,
And you're telling me I was making forms and stuff. And he didn't
"Oh
do
yeah,
that?
listen,
So they tried to
we
explain
were
it to
we,
me, and
we
I
could have
was
flown
so
to the moon with
confused.
what the directions we were giving."
I was so confused of what goal you were trying to accomplish, and I was like, why are they making it so complicated? Like,
This person right here, this person was making
which
it
is
very
funny
complicated.
because you and I talk a lot about simplifying things and making it. How do we streamline it and make it simple to understand and execute?
Sometimes we get in our own way. That's all I'm going to say. So when I say this is a collective effort, I truly mean it. Like everybody contributes. Everybody you see on screen here contributes 100% to this. So
There's more people behind the scenes you don't see as well that
Yeah.
absolutely.
and we have a great pool of people putting into a common goal.
That said, if you want to work in a fun, exciting environment and get to meet cool and exciting people, send us your
Email me.
application. We'll at least talk to you. So
Yes.
anyway, apply. If you need help with the application, you can do that. Otherwise, you can breeze through the process, watch your consent aware policies program video.
It's an awareness policies
Thank
program.
you.
Questionnaire.
Yes. You'll answer a quick quiz. You'll do your age verification. This is so we're getting in front of the whole age verification movement that is taking place right now and is eventually coming. So we're preparing for that. So we just ask that you verify who you are and how old you are, because we are 21 and over club only, please.
Yes.
However,
I was an exception at the time.
yes,
I'm-
and it's because of
I'm
Zoe.
talking
It's because of Zoe and her problematic behavior that we abolished that.
Oh yeah, awful.
Not at all. But
That's
it
why I
is
work
true.
here. They kept me on a leash ever since.
No,
Shady.
this is one of those cases where the few
I live
bad
in the
apples
walls.
spoil the bunch, so it just wasn't worth the risk.
I live in the walls.
If you need more professional help and you'd like to speak to a board certified sexologist, you could visit marylou.com and speak to the lovely woman sitting above me with a shirt on, however looking sexy ever.
Got my safersex.com on.
Yes, safersex.com. But anyway, you can book an appointment with Mary Lou and you can speak to her about your relationship. She can coach you through it, especially if you're interested in ethical non-monogamy, which is one of her specialties. She'll be more than happy to speak with you. I missing anything else? I think we're going to be on next week unless you guys are going to go on just you guys. I don't know that we're going to.
Next week.
Yeah. We take a week off, get recalibrated.
Well, we could. Oh.
Let's give us a chance to talk about it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we can always record something, so
Okay.
as well.
I don't have a trivia, Zoe, but if you have one, let's go for it. Where are we at? Wait, where are we at?
I already did mine. I thought we were going in rotation.
But
You
nobody
did
got it,
yours.
right?
Well, no, I did
never
mine.
volunteered.
You guys didn't do one last week. Zoe got the one from G when he asked how many years.
That's right.
Or was it one last week?
I didn't consent.
Mary Lou says that she has a trivia, so go ahead, Mary Lou.
Oh,
Giveaway time.
2,000 points? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're back down to 5.
All right. 2,000
wow.
points.
Okay.
For 2,000 body shop points, answer this question quickly as quickly as you can.
Okay. So in the swinging community, what is the abbreviation FWB often used to represent?
Softballs.
Who's gonna get it first? This one, come on. I know y'all are
Somebody's got to
typing.
know this.
Y'all are typing fast as hell right now.
Come on, it's an easy one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Nikki!
8.
Hey, Nikki! Woo!
Awesome.
Oh,
So
Every-
close.
oh.
Everything's
Okay,
so
so Nikki
close.
came in first. Friends with
Some of you
these
need better internet connections.
Type faster.
Anyway, all right. So, Nikki, why don't you send an email to hello@bodyshopclubs.com, and so we can get your points added to your account before we go to sleep tonight.
Woo!
All right. And yes, Anal Lotion, it was a pleasure to meet you. I actually enjoy Anal Lotion, so thanks for being here. All right, folks. I think we're gonna get out of here. No sign off tonight. We're doing it. We're doing it old school. YouTube is so slow tonight. Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Where's my